Welcome back to Buried in Time, Journeyman Project DOS. We have pressurized the room we're in.
What do you want?
We have this guy who's just pissed at us. We don't know who he is. We've got the docking bay, and I think... Let's look at what else we've got here. The habitat wing is the one that got blown to hell. Docking bay... And then the one down there we obviously can't go to, but what place is that? That's engineering. Engineering. So, yeah, we're going to go back to the docking bay. And go through here. Maybe he'll yell at us some more if we're lucky. Yay. This is probably one of the single most annoying parts in the whole game, FYI. What's going on here is this green grid thing, this pile of crap.
Where are you going anyway?
Is not happy with us. And you try and go forward and it shoots you all over the place. So you have to, like...
You seem different.
Do some dumb stuff here.
Unlike before, your patterns, you're more curious. Like, you don't really know what you're doing here, do you? You're not the same intruder.
The one where we bounce. I think I go up over this way, if I remember right. Kind of drops us over.
So, why are you here? Are you looking for something? Me?
Then... should get us pretty close over there. I think you go over here. Now, if you do it the wrong way, it kicks you, like, really far back. Come on, no! I hate this place. Let's see, can we go up that way more? No, we gotta get to right here. This is where we want to go. Maybe... well, that's a no. So this is the way that we went, and it's gonna kick us back over here, so why don't we... This is the way I just hit, right? Yeah, this is what gets you. Let's go back this way. And we're back to where we started at. I'm almost positive you need to go this way, though, but we'll try going this way, too, just to see. Nope. We'll try going forward. This is where we were, so that's not the right way to go. I'm pretty sure I went the right way first. Hell. Hum-de-dum-de-dum. Well, this green grid can suck it. I'll tell you that right now.
I don't know why I feel this, but I guess I have an instinct about you. My other guest didn't feel right. You're different somehow. Like I should trust you.
Yeah, that sucked. So I messed around with it a little bit, and we got us over there. If you're looking for this, just hug the right wall. It's pretty much what happens. Hug this area, and that's the way you do it. Yeah, so now we're going to the science wing. Alright, I love science. Bill Nye lived here in the scanner room. It's where you can scan photos and documents to Windows 95. I think I played this on 3. Well, this was a DOS game, but 3.1 at the time.
Sorry, you'll have to excuse the scanner. My eyes and ears for the moment. Most of the station monitors are dead. Here.
Oh, thank you.
Well, here you are. You found me. Well, part of me, anyway. Not much to look at, I know, but it's what's inside that counts. Well, I guess I've decided to trust you. It's not like I have many options. I don't know, maybe we can help each other out. Why don't you move into the room so we can talk better?
So, yeah.
I'm afraid this conversation is going to be a little one-sided. My command-level voice recognition module got a little jumbled in the accident. Well, I'm Arthur. You've probably figured out by now that I'm not real. But I'm learning to accept it, really. I split off a few copies of myself, and together we're sharing our feelings about it in group. Anyway, this is what I am. An artificial, non-organic sentient being, if you want to be politically correct, trapped in this wreck with the power dying out a little quickly, I'm afraid. I've yet to figure out who you are, though. I think I can safely rule out the fire department. I thought I was pretty advanced, but the technology I'm reading in your suit is astounding. And this is crazy, but it almost seems like an evolution of mine. Look, if you'll let me, I should be able to interface with your logic system and maybe get a clue as to who you are and how we can help each other. It means an intrusive scan, but we're both lost here, and I need you to trust me. What do you say?
Do we want to let the the sentient AI that we just discovered and was yelling at us a whole bunch go and scan our futuristic suit? Yes, of course.
Alright, let's see what we've got. Temporal security? You're from the future. Well, I'm pleased to meet you, Gage. Wow, you're quite the hero. I guess this is my lucky day. But that's you. I don't get it. Whoa, I'm starting to get a headache here. This plot's getting a little hard to follow. I'm starting to get the picture here. Hey, this is about me. This is better than palm reading. Perished? Then you can't help me or you'll change history. I'm sorry. I've probably seen more than I should. I should have never scanned your biochips. Wait a second. Your biochips. Gage, I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse. Take me with you. Your biochips are derived from the same wetware as my brain, only 1,000 times more advanced. If you take me with you, it'll cause a time distortion or whatever, but if I download a copy of myself onto a blank chip, nothing will have changed. And you need me. I know who framed you, the same person who messed with my sculpture. I can show you what they changed. What do you think? Is it a deal?
Is it a deal? Yeah.
Great! Oh, you're not gonna regret this, Gage. Now let's see. I should be able to transfer the data across optically from my core. This is gonna work. That means we've got to get you inside the Nexus, which of course is inconveniently detached from the station at the moment. How do we do this? The door release. The decompression should propel you across to the Nexus. I'll have to give you the override code. It's risky, but it's doable.
Just throw us back, like, floating rack around again. So we need to get to the Nexus. But... oh, here it is.
The emergency release is just above the door. It's a manual release, so I can't do it for you.
This must be it.
Okay, punch in this code. 32770. The rest is up to you. Good luck.
Let's kick it.
Emergency door release initiated. Please stand by.
Just cool. Oh boy. So we're out of oxygen out of here. Well, no, we're not out of it, but yeah, we're floating in space again. Oh, now we're okay, right? We're good. We're good. Good.
Welcome, come to my brain. All that I am is contained in that sphere.
You're gonna have to open me up. There's a manual code book. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but I think it has to do with exchanging the red lights for green and vice versa. You'll have to figure it out. After that, well, if it works, the next time I talk to you should be from inside your suit.
Yeah, I'd say Arthur is probably one of my favorite parts of this game, if not my favorite part. He's pretty great. So, this is his brain, like he said. And so what we need to do is we need to get this little puzzle fixed up to open this up. And what it is just you try and get all the green lights over to where the red lights are. It's not necessarily super complicated, but it has been a little while. So, let's see. Yeah, no, I already fucked it up. If you fuck it up, it's fine because it resets. What I was trying to do is get a couple of these over. People, I'm sure somebody's knows how to do this super well and is just screaming at me. I just did the same thing, only it was that way. So let's go like that. And then, see, the thing is, if you go like this, you have 2 green right there. If you go like this, you have 2 red right there. You need to get them. At some point, you need to have. I know what it is. No, I can see it in my head. Like that. No. That's still the same thing, isn't it? And they can't move backwards, so there's that too. But if you go like that, that's going to fuck it up, so you can't do that. So you have to trade them. But like, no, because you can't do 2 either. First time I played this, it took me a long time because I think I was 10. The second time that I did it, I got it on like, what, the first try or something? Oh, here we go. This is what I was trying to do in my head. So then, well, if I go like this, we're not going to be able to jump that one. If I go like this, then I can't jump that one. Right? But that's the right, like, path. Yeah, because you go all 3 like that. So you get them traded. The next one... How did I do that just a second ago? I don't know. Yeah, because I keep going like that. You need to move the 2 from the back first. Is that right? Yep. Like that. So, now we have successfully done that. But, yeah, if I move this one, then we're still stuck. You can't have 2 in a row because otherwise you'd be fucked. So let's just try and keep it with the idea that there's never 2 in a row. But the thing is, red needs to come. See, at this point now, I need to have 2 in a row unless I move this one. This one's going up, right? So now I've got the 2 in a row, so now it's fucked again. So, yeah, never have 2 in a row, which is what I just did again. Try one more time, and then we're going to cut to when I figured this shit out. So we do that. And you move this one up. Right. And then you go like that. And then play leapfrog. And then you go like that. I think this is where I'm getting messed up at. Alright, are you ready for it? I just figured it out right after I cut it. But I'm pretty sure that it goes like this. There we go. Right after I cut it, the first try, right after that.
To anyone who may be listening, my name is Dr. Kenneth Farnstein. I've made this recording in the event that anything should happen to me. This message is an appeal. 26 years ago, I undertook an experiment to create a new kind of artificial intelligence. A system demonstrating the traits of self-awareness and creativity. My results have been astonishing. At first, I considered the experiment a failure. I had created an erratic, unpredictable, thoroughly irrational program, but it had a curiosity, you see. And occasionally, a burst of insight so lucid I was astonished at the understanding. Not the cold conclusions of a machine, but something more right-brained, more intuitive. It was life. It was a result I was unprepared for. Arthur is not simply a program, he is a person. And I have sheltered him here from the circus I would make of him. I'm afraid I may have corrupted him enough with my obsession for 20th century media. I ask that you understand. And if you can find it in yourself to protect him for a while. He means a great deal to me.
This is how they download in the future.
Not exactly flattering. In less than 100 years of progress, you can fit me on a chip. So, how do you like my new home? Comfy little interface, eh? So, this is how I think I can help you out. I couldn't figure out a way for you to ask me questions directly, but I've created a comment button that I'll light up if I have something to offer. I've actually become pretty fascinated with art history and stuff, and by the looks of what your future self was researching, what I've studied could come in handy. I've also created a help button in case you get stuck on a problem. You know what they always say, 2 minds are better than 1. But hey, you're the detective. I'm sure you'll want to figure it out on your own before resorting to my help. There's more info in the chip's inventory description. You might want to check that out. As to our mutual friend, he was reprogramming one of my sculptures in the biomass processing module. I think he set up some sort of harmonics response, but the only way to find out for sure is to visit the scene of the crime. And that means getting to that part of the station. I gather you don't have control over where you jump to in a time zone, so it may be a trek. The accident really trashed that part of the station. In fact, we may want to come back to it later. Alright, so maybe it won't make much difference when we get to it, but to be totally honest, I'd much rather go somewhere other than back to the station my first trip out of here. You know what I mean? We could use a little adventure. Alright, Gage and Arthur's Big Adventure. I like the sound of that.
Ah, I love it. I'm going to save real quick. So what's really cool about this is that now we have Arthur, our little brain in the jar over here. And if you use help, so just like any other game from this era, you have a score. And whenever you use the help button, you'll bring your score down, right? So what you want to do is avoid that as much as possible if you want to get a good score. But you can use the comment button, and I often do because he's funny as hell. I don't know if you caught it or not, but the doctor mentioned that he corrupted him with his love of 20th century media. You'll definitely see what's going on there. But for right now, we need to go back and we need to jump. We need to go back to Gage's apartment, because right now we're pretty much just stuck in his head cranium area thing. So we're gonna go back and we're gonna get some Cheese Girl, and then we're gonna go back to the space station again.
Oh, like the look. Early terrarium.
Yeah. Go back to the space station again, and then use the Cheese Girl to get back to where we're going and go the other way. However, you'll see that his little comment button light there lit up, so we're gonna do that and see what else he has to say.
Gage, one word. Curtains.
I agree.
These are wonderful toys. And when do you get in the dream continuum?
Yeah, gotta get the dream continued.
You beat those things? Gage, that isn't a threat. That's $1 million toy line. I don't mean to suggest you have an ego problem, but you have an action figure of yourself.
You have an action figure of yourself, Gage. Your ego is a little out of check.
He's tired of being abused by Wookiees. Charles C-3PO in Death Droid.
Yeah, the game it's cool and it's fun. It's a little dry, you know, whatever. But like, when you get Arthur, as a kid playing this by myself out in the middle of the country, in the middle of summer and all that, like, it was kind of fun. It's kind of fun to have him alongside you and all that. I was gonna try and get the. Can I even click it? Yeah. Uh-oh. It's probably a good sign to go to the next episode, because we're about at that point anyway. So when we get to the next one, or when you see the next one, we'll already be on the space station again. I'm gonna go squirt Cheese Girl all over the place. Arthur and I and you are gonna go and explore the rest of the space station. So see you then. See you later, Space Cowboy.